So let me tell you why I wrote Beyond Referrals. I realized I've been teaching people to get referrals for a long time in a lot of different ways. But I realized that referrals are not the end game. Referrals are not the benefit. Referrals are a means to the end. Referrals are an advantage. The end game is getting the new client, right? So we want to make sure that we turn that referral into what? Into an introduction, and then get connected with that prospect, and then set the appointment with that prospect, and then convert the prospect into a client. And so that's what we cover in Beyond Referrals, and I call it the Perpetual Revenue System. And so let me real quick just go through the Perpetual Revenue System that's covered in the book. The first section of the book and the first part of the Perpetual Revenue System is getting more referrals. So I'm not abandoning that by any means. In fact, I have a lot of leading edge strategies of how to get referrals that fit in today's marketplace, things that I haven't taught before that I'm bringing forth in this book. So we got to get the referrals. We got to be referable, we got to be proactive, etc. Now we have the referral, we have to turn into an introduction, right? We can no longer just walk away with names and phone numbers and expect to reach these people. We have to get the referral source engaged in the connection. And so section 2 is all about how to get introduced. In some cases, it could be as simple as an email introduction, electronic connection. It could be just meeting someone for a meal. I also get into event marketing, how to craft events, client appreciation events and other types of events to meet very high-level prospects in a social way. In financial services, especially high net worth individuals and wealthy individuals, they don't want their first meeting to be with a new financial person, one where they're going to reveal their private financial situation. Their thinking is, my friend George likes you and trusts you. I want to see if I like you and trust you before we engage in any kind of revealing conversation. And so event marketing is a huge way to get introduced. So a lot of different ways to get connected and introduced these days. Well, that's good, but what's the next step? We've got to set the appointment, right? And it's a mistake thinking one size fits all, thinking that you can approach referral prospects the same way you approach prospects that come from other lead sources. You shouldn't. You're wasting a huge opportunity. What you learn about the referral prospect from your client, your referral source, a lot of things you can learn about the value, what's going on in their life that's important to them, and then taking that information and using it in your opening phone call, creating a more compelling reason why someone should meet with you now rather than years from now, right? So if we don't have a compelling reason why someone should meet with us, we're probably not going to earn their time. And the referral source is a great source to help us craft that compelling reason. And then obviously we want to set the appointment. Now the first appointment may be over the phone. I know a lot of folks are using webinars as part of their appointment process now. Saves on driving time, etc. That's great. But we want to get once we have the appointment, we want to make the sale. We want to gain the new client. And I found that some of the quote-unquote selling skills that you use with referral prospects are a little bit different than the selling skills you might use with a different kind of prospect. First of all, that prospect of yours is going to talk to the referral source, right? And if you don't approach them in a right way, in a powerful way, but without being pushy, then you're going to get some bad feedback, and that's going to cut off that referral source for you. So I teach what I call no pressure, high impact selling. And it's a way to really brainstorm with our prospects about what we offer and what their needs are, and hopefully come to a logical conclusion where we work together. And then what happens when you gain the new client? Well, it starts over again, right? You serve the client well, you bring value, sometimes very quickly in the relationship, and then you get referrals, and then you get introductions, and then you get appointments and new client. And the beautiful thing about referrals is, even though this is kind of a linear process where we get referral, introduction, appointment, new client, because one client can lead us to 2, and 2 to 4, and 4 to 8, when we work the Perpetual Revenue System, it actually grows our business exponentially, because it's no longer really a linear process, because we're getting referred to 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, and our business grows exponentially. So that's why I wrote Beyond Referrals, because it's more than just referrals. It's getting the new client and everything it takes to turn that referral prospect into a client. There's a lot of books on sales. There's a lot of books on referrals, but there's never been a book that have combined the 2 together to make it really a full package of how to gain that new client.